Hi Bella, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How's your week been?
It's just been kind of the same old, but it's actually starting to get a little bit more busy because, we're getting into that holiday
Oh yeah.
season.
Oh yeah, I bet. I bet that's your busy time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So my name is Daniel Blanton. I'm a QuickBooks representative. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. I'm here as a response to Rachel's email expressing interest that you guys may have in QuickBooks.
Yes.
I mainly just want to learn a little bit more about Pretty Employees today.
Yeah.
And see what we can do to help with your needs.
Yes, that sounds awesome.
Is it okay if I were to ask you some questions?
Yes, of course.
And also, could I take some notes?
Yes.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Gotcha. Perfect. So first of all, how are you currently managing your bookkeeping and accounting overall?
Yes, so we are actually currently using Square to track all of our sales, and then we actually do have to manually enter everything else into like a separate Excel file.
Okay.
That's just how we're having to do
Yeah.
things right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of people that we talk to. That's usually what they do.
Yeah.
So, I saw that you were starting to put out some of your fall collection, as you mentioned before.
Yes.
It's getting busier.
Yes.
How many sales do you think you obtain each month, depending on the season?
So usually currently during the spring and summer months, we have about 300 sales per month. And then, as I said, during the holiday season, we do start to pick up, and it actually like doubles
Wow.
during the holiday season.
Yeah.
So we get about 600 to 700 per month.
Okay.
And yeah, it gets a lot more busy during those months.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes.
Are these sales growing on a yearly basis? And if so, like how much growth are you seeing?
Yes.
per
So
year?
actually, so we've been open for about 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been actually consistently growing about 10% in sales each year.
Oh wow, that's a great level of growth.
Yes.
Um,
Especially for a small business.
Yes, of course. So I can see that you're currently dealing with a lot of sales transactions
Yes.
that you're having to manually track.
Yes, a lot of
correct?
time, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So how much time each week
Mhm.
do you think you and Rachel spend on accounting tasks?
Yes, so I think we spend maybe around 3 to 4 hours a
Okay.
week, just to kind of calculate all the sales, and I think about sales takes up about half of that time.
Okay.
And then I actually have to reconcile all of our inventory at the end of the week, and just kind of base what our sales are from that week. And we actually do a monthly bank reconciliation that I
Okay.
have to do that takes up about an hour, and we do that towards the end of the month.
Gotcha. Okay. So what would your current process for generating reports for taxes and just overall financial planning? How do you guys go about that?
Yes, so I currently pull the reports and forms from our Square service,
Okay.
and Rachel just takes care of the rest of the tax process.
The tax process.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Has something currently happened that made you be motivated to switch
Yes.
softwares or seek a new opportunity?
Yes, it's unfortunate to say, but whenever we were pulling our reports from Square, there was an issue, and it just did not pull all of our data that we had put in there. So we ended up
Gotcha.
having to have
Okay.
an error on our taxes, which
Oh,
was
wow.
just not good.
Yeah.
And we had to get that fixed, and it was just a big thing that
Yeah.
just was just another bump in the road that we just did not
Okay.
want to have to deal with
Yeah.
overall.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know dealing with the IRS sometimes is not a fun task.
Yeah, it
So-
definitely was just very annoying, and we just didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah,
We've got so many other things going on.
Of course, yeah.
So
of course.
it was just
So, kind of speaking of this, if a
Mhm.
sudden audit were to come about, how confident do you feel with your current records?
So right now, as I was saying, we've had some errors and
Mhm.
just having to manually enter it sometimes, and we're not robots, so
Of
sometimes
course.
things happen.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like we're both too confident in
Mhm.
that. It's just difficulty with organization, and then just, you know, manually having to enter it a lot by myself,
Uh-huh.
but also, you know, sometimes with Rachel, it's just a little worrisome because we just can mess up and
Yeah.
miss something, you know.
Of course.
Every day, sometimes it's a little busy and we have to enter something, and it just, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes there's a slip up, so I'm just not very confident
Exactly.
at the moment.
Yeah. And with 2 employees, I mean,
Yeah, it's
keeping track.
yeah, us both trying to have to keep up with everything is just a lot. So
Yeah.
there's bound to be a mess up.
Okay. So how stressful does this make tax season for you?
So right now we both just like currently dread having to do all the things for tax season.
Okay.
I think it just causes a lot of unnecessary stress that we just shouldn't have to worry about each year.
Okay.
But it's just something that we just want to be able to just fix.
Okay. So, let's say if you could cut your booking time in half,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think you could do with this extra time?
So I think with being able to do that, we could definitely focus on a lot of different aspects of our business since we are a small business.
Mm-hmm.
Being able to focus on things such as marketing and really getting the word out about Pretty Employees
Okay.
to the community, and also just being able to focus on our overall sales throughout each month that would help us a lot
Yeah.
with our time.
For sure. If if everything was already organized
Mm-hmm.
before tax season with minimal effort,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of impact to your stress levels do you think this would have?
I feel like that would definitely make a really positive impact on both, not only mine, but Rachel, since she is our owner. It would definitely feel like a weight that is lifted off
Yeah.
of our shoulders, and we would
course.
really, really appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Of course. So, if QuickBooks could provide a solution that could save you time and stress, would you be open to this demonstration?
Yes, I think we would actually really love that.
Okay, perfect. Could I interest you in a meeting, say next week around noon?
Yes, that would be great.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Yes, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Yes.
And I hope to see you soon.
Yes.